Hi, gold traders. We saw a price action pattern today that we have discussed in previous videos, and this pattern will be repeated throughout the week, with price getting swiftly bought back up after relatively shallow corrections. Like this instance today, although we may also see a brutal correction that will be a gift for a buyback in. Here at GFX, we flag up potential brutal corrections just prior to the move, as we need as much data as possible close to the anticipated move in order to forecast with accuracy. But because we are uploading this video at the start of the week, we have mentioned the possibility of a brutal correction within the aforementioned price action pattern. Tomorrow sees the beginning of the economic calendar's red flag news events for the week. Up on the chart here, we have highlighted the data releases we are more interested in and have left out tomorrow's JOLTS job openings. Now, it's important to understand that Trump's tariff on and then tariff off threats have caused a lot of panic in markets across the board, with many economists predicting that his economic plan, if he actually has one, is going to significantly add to inflation. Markets are now super keen on eyeballing the inflation picture, with Wednesday seeing the release of the US CPI data and Thursday seeing the release of the US PPI data. Both will cause significant volatility, along with heightened manipulation. Friday sees the release of prelim University of Michigan consumer sentiment data, along with prelim University of Michigan inflation expectations data. Those who saw our YouTube upload forecasting the significant pushdown off the USCB consumer sentiment on the 25th of February will appreciate why we do not undervalue consumer sentiment data in comparison to data releases like the CPI and PPI. But we will need to be careful with this Friday's sentiment release because, unlike the aforementioned CB consumer sentiment data release, it is coming out at the end of the week, paired with inflation expectations data, and after the CPI and PPI releases, which may have exhausted the market by the end of Thursday. It's also possible that the gold market will fully price in Friday's consumer sentiment data before the release. But once again, we will have a clearer picture closer to the release when we have more data to run analysis with. Finally, let's wrap up by discussing the two levels drawn on the chart here. The 2,930 level has been somewhat of a strong resistance level in recent days, and we would need to see that level broken with a strong close above it, along with retests that change 2,930 from resistance to support, allowing price to play within a new, higher range. 2,832 is a manipulation level that will be hit in the event of a brutal correction. Here at GFX, we will buy from any strategic dips, whether they are relatively shallow corrections or a brutal correction. Risk management will, of course, be kept extra tight for this week. If you have found this video helpful, please hit the like button and leave a comment. Until next time, take care and trade safe to trade profitably.